What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on Horned Knight. This game was published by Two Awesome Studio and it was developed by Josep, Monzonis, and Hernandez. This game is an easy 20-minute completion or platinum trophy. It's going to be releasing on February 24th, 2021. Now, on top of it being a nice and easy completion, it's only $5.99. It actually just went up for pre-order, so if you're watching this video before its release, keep in mind you can go ahead and pre-order it. If you're watching it after February 24th, it should be available on the Microsoft or PSN store. Anyhow, we're going to have to complete the first 8 levels to get the first 1000 G. This is basically completing the first chapter of the game. So we're going to start off with the first level. The first level is the tutorial, just teaching you how to play. Basically, this is a side-scrolling platformer. So overall, I'd say the gameplay is fairly simple. It's going to teach you how to do everything here. Basically what it comes down to is jumping and attacking. Now besides that, sometimes when you kill an enemy, you'll get an extra life. You get an achievement for getting your first extra life. It's going to be worth 100 gamer score. You're also going to have another achievement related to getting extra lives. So you'll get that last one once you collect your 7th extra life. That's going to be the Invincible achievement worth 100 gamer score. Now we do have 2 achievements related to dying. We need to die 3 times and then we need to die 27 times. Besides that, we have achievements related to blocking projectiles. You can do this by dashing through an attack. So if you find a projectile is on its way to hit you, you can simply dash through it and it's going to block the projectile. You get an achievement after blocking 5 projectiles and then 15 projectiles. There's also achievements related to dashing, so if you want you can grind these out. However, more than likely you're going to get them naturally while playing the first 8 levels. Now as you can see, I just got the Unstoppable Knight achievement worth 50 gamer score for killing 10 enemies. We also have another achievement related to killing enemies. That would be the Slay Them All achievement, which is worth 50 gamer score, and you unlock that after defeating 50 enemies. So ultimately, the most amount of enemies you need to defeat is 50. So if you get to the point where you get your achievement for killing 50 enemies, you can go ahead and just proceed through the levels by maybe trying to jump over your enemies rather than killing them. Or, if you're having trouble, you may have to kill them. But just keep in mind that after you get the achievement or trophy for getting 50 kills, you can proceed through the game without killing all of the enemies. You don't necessarily need to spend your time killing every enemy, as you already got all of the achievements related to getting kills. Anyhow, you have your checkpoints right here. I'm going to go ahead and edit out any deaths that I had besides this one right here, because I do want to point out that you need to die a certain amount of times to get an achievement. To unlock the Infinite Resurrection achievement, you would need to die 27 times. I died right here during this platforming area because I was having trouble getting past it, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. That's going to unlock the achievement for dying 3 times, but again, ultimately you need to die 27 times. So to get on this little platforming area right here, what you need to do is jump and dash and then jump up like that. It's a little tricky, but you'll get it eventually. Luckily, there's a checkpoint right before that. Anyhow, what we're going to do is jump from platform to platform. Now I ended up realizing later you can actually jump over those wrecking balls as the chain does not damage you. So you don't necessarily need to try to creep under them. You can always try to jump over the wrecking ball. Besides that, we have achievements for completing the first level, the 3rd level, and then the 8th level, which would unlock your last achievement for completing the first chapter. That's the Advancing by Leaps and Bounds achievement worth 100 gamer score. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything that you guys need to know in regards to getting the full 1000 G or platinum trophy in this game. Pretty much all you got to do is complete the first 8 levels, and a lot of the other achievements will come naturally. So just make sure that you proceed through the game. Now, if for some reason you don't have all of the achievements by the time you complete the first chapter, you can just grind them out. They're all accumulative, so you can simply just keep dying until you get your achievement for dying 27 times. Or maybe you still have your achievement for dashing 40 times or dodging 15 projectiles. You can always just grind those out. So yeah, besides that, this is a pretty easy 1000 gamer score. Personally, it took me about 18 minutes. I was able to edit out all my deaths and make this about a 13-minute video. So I'm assuming the fastest that you can get this done is about 13 minutes in total. As you can see, I just got my achievement for getting 7 extra lives. Again, these just come by killing enemies. So sometimes when you kill enemy, it'll give you a notification saying that they gave you an extra life. And there I got my last achievement related to killing enemies. That one's for killing 50 enemies. So at this point, I don't really need to focus on killing enemies unless they're in my way. So I'm going to try to just make it through the rest of these levels pretty quickly. Feel free to follow along. I'm not going to be commentating the rest of the video as it's pretty straight to the point, but I'll try to get some timestamps in the pinned comment or description below, just in case you need to skip to any levels that you're having issues with. But for the most part, the levels are pretty straightforward. You just need to keep proceeding to the right hand side until you find the exit for the level. You're going to rinse and repeat this process through all 8 levels, and eventually you'll have that full 1000 gamer score. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the commentary right here. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright guys, so the final level we need to complete is the 8th level, and it's actually going to be a boss battle. We are going to have to defeat this giant bat. Now, there's basically one trick that you want to know in effort to be able to beat this bat, and that is patience. Basically, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up running out of life more than likely, and when you're about to die, what you want to do is totally avoid the boss. You can jump over the boss if needed, and what you want to do is focus on attacking its little minions, the other bats, because sometimes when you kill one of the smaller bats, you'll get an extra life, meaning that you can get hit just one more time. So sometimes you can just grind out trying to kill the little bats and basically recharge all of your life. That way you can start, going for the boss again. And that's mostly because personally, every time I hit the boss, usually I took a hit as well. So I rarely found that I was able to hit the boss without getting hit. You can do it if you time it perfectly. Basically, once the edge of his wing gets close enough to you, you can strike the very edge of his wing. And if you do it right, you'll be able to hit him without getting hit. But right after you swing and you hit him, you want to run into the opposite way. And that's basically how you're going to defeat this boss. Again, if you're having trouble, just be patient, dodge the main bat, and just kill the little bats so you can try to gain some extra hearts. After you defeat the boss, you're going to unlock our final achievement called Advancing to Leaps and Bounds, worth 100 gamer score for completing the first chapter. That's going to give us our full 1000 gamer score. Other than that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 20 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, AOJ, Blackbird, and Kegger101. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.